It's on 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank you for your testimony. The previous administration's open border policy brought millions of people to this country. We don't know everyone's background or true intent for entering, but we know many of these had ill intent. Given the Iran conflict, what steps has Homeland Security taken to protect the potential against potential Iranian sleeper cells and related terrorism?
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We work every single day with our intelligence agencies and law enforcement partners to make sure that we are investigating and finding any threats to the homeland here within our borders. We work with the FBI often, and Homeland Security Investigations specializes in this kind of work each and every day. Not only that, we go back and we are revetting some of the individuals and some of the programs that we may have concerns about, looking at social media, also going through those interviews that are necessary for some of our programs that the Biden administration abused and perverted under their time there as well. We look at the fact, Mr. Chairman, that over the last administration, when millions of people streamed across our border, we don't necessarily know who all came into our country. We know that we have many dangerous individuals that came in unvetted, and we are working every single day to find them and to make sure that we're preventing the next attack and preventing the next crime they may perpetuate against the American people.
Yeah. You heard in my opening statement about the Inspector General's report on airport security screening. After Congress had been told of the report, you announced $1 billion in airport security upgrades. Press report have sources attacking you for changing the shoe removal policy. Does the $1 billion investment relate to the issue in the Inspector General's report? And then I have a follow-up to that.
Well, sir, I can't speak directly to that report because it is classified. I will tell you that all of the recommendations that the Inspector General had in that report have already been implemented, and that there was flawed data included in it. What I will tell you is the $1 billion investment is necessary at our TSA security checkpoints because it's been over a decade since a significant upgrade has happened. We have new technologies that can be used in X-ray baggage scanners, abilities to use information and new technologies to scan individuals that would be more efficient, allow people to get through the security checkpoint and get to their planes on time and ensure their safety. The number one priority of TSA is security, and we make sure that we are continuing to use all of the options and tools available to us to make sure that they are safe as they travel through our airports and in our airways.
Thank you for that report. The follow-up is, was going to ask for those details, but you've given me those details. Have these details been communicated to the Inspector General?
Yes, they have, sir. And I wanted to also, in regards to your comments in your opening statement, there's nothing preventing the IG from coming and briefing members of Congress, and he's free to do that. We just need to remember it's a classified document and use those protocols to ensure that it remains classified.
Regarding Afghan evacuee oversight of mine, you informed my office that thousands of Afghan parolees were potential national security risk. Nearly 1,000 was reported to me on August 12th last year. What steps have you taken with the interagency partners to investigate these parolees, and what, if any, national security concerns still exist because of the previous administration's failures to vet?
Well, Mr. Chairman, some of the things that we have implemented under President Trump's administration is to go back and look at those individuals who came in under Operation Allies Welcome and make sure that we're re-vetting those, especially those that have come in the last 4 years under the Biden administration, recognizing that they weren't tracking necessarily biometrics or their social media present communication, how they were doing since they've come to the United States. And also, sir, there's a requirement under that program to come back every single year and do an interview to discuss with them and have conversations on what they're doing in the United States, how they're transitioning to the United States under that program, and that was not being done. So we're going back and re-vetting all of those individuals and making sure that we know that if someone is here in this country, that they love America, they want to be a part of our way of life, and they don't wish to do us harm.
I'd like to have you provide me an update on Afghan evacuee data. As I said in my opening, Trump administration has located over 145,000 children that the previous administration lost. Your department is also performing welfare checks on these children. Describe the ongoing efforts that your department is taking to find children who've yet to be located, and how recent welfare checks exposed previous vetting failures.
Yes, I would say those 450,000 children that came into this country that were unaccompanied alien children were lost by the Biden administration, not tracked. We've located about 145,000 of them, and we've done that through the investigative work of our Homeland Security investigations team. They are phenomenal at the work that they do, and they specialize in child trafficking, sex trafficking, and finding individuals that would perpetuate that harm against our children. The one thing that has been challenging is that under the Biden administration, the government paid sponsors in HHS in order to host these children. And those sponsors, many times, we found instances where they trafficked these children themselves. So under that administration, we not only had children that were in this country as a part of a program, the government was paying individuals that were knowingly trafficking them and abusing them. That has stopped. We have gone through and found these children and put them back with their families when we have the opportunity to do so, and with loved ones that will care for them. And I would say that even in one case, we have other countries where we've been working with them to get their children back home, where we've been prevented returning these families back and helping them to be reunified by activist judges. But we will continue to work to ensure that these individuals and these children that were abused by the trafficking over the border have the opportunity to be brought back to their families and to their loved ones going forward.
I want to bring up administrative warrants. There's been questions raised about your department use of them. Immigration laws include complex and specialized legal processes. For the record today, please briefly discuss how the administrative warrant works and how often they're used.
Well, an administrative warrant is utilized on a regular basis because it's the process that Congress has given us. It's the process in immigration law that you've given us to ensure that someone is returned back to their home country. And I would say that most of the time when it gets talked about, it's inaccurate. In the 400,000 cases that ICE has used these administrative warrants, only 28 times have they been used to enter a home. So it is the legal process that we have, that we follow as given to us by Congress, and it's been affirmed by the Supreme Court as the correct way to follow the law. We will continue using this tool as it's important in the duties that the Department of Homeland Security is responsible for.
Under both Democrat and Republican presidents, I've conducted oversight of employees called special government employees. By law, these employee is limited to 130 days a year of government work, and it's been understood that a partial day is 1 day at work. Have you ensured the SGE personnel follow all laws, rules, and regulations as intended?
Yes, sir. They have career officials at the Department of Homeland Security that track that data, and they've all followed the laws and the rules regarding special government employees.
You stated that the Department of Government Efficiency found software on your government devices that was used to improperly surveil you and other political officials. What's the status of the investigation into that matter, and has any disciplinary action taken?
Yes, sir, there was software that was doing surveillance on political appointees at the Department of Homeland Security, and there was measures put in place where some people were removed from their positions and accountability measures put in place. And we continue to monitor our systems as the agency that is trusted with cybersecurity and ensuring that our critical infrastructure is protected from hacking attempts from foreign nationals who wish to do us harm or individuals within this country. We take seriously the amount of software, surveillance, and work that we do within the department as well.
My 10 minutes are up. Senator Durbin.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Secretary Noem, the nation